In this video I will show you how to play Byte by Night on Roblox. Subscribe, like, hype if you want to get this. More Roblox guides and giveaways. Watch till the end to understand this guide well. Byte by Night is a really impressive Roblox project that stands out from most games on the platform. It looks great for Roblox, the controls feel smooth, and overall the experience feels a step above what you usually get. But at the same time it is a bit more complex than other awesome games, so I'll tell you how it all works so you can get the most out of it. The game is an asymmetrical horror experience, which means it is multiplayer with both PvP and co-op elements. And in each round one player is chosen as the killer while everyone else plays as survivors. And your job as a survivor is to work together, avoid the killer, and complete objectives to escape. To keep things simple, the game can be split into two parts: survivor gameplay and killer gameplay, and most of the time you will be playing as a survivor. Survivors are divided into different classes, each with their own abilities and roles in the team. The customer is the default class and gives you a self-heal and a temporary speed boost to help you stay alive. Fighter is built for direct combat, and can parry attacks and stun the killer with a fire axe and costs 600 scrap. Medic is the support class that can heal both teammates and themselves and costs 400 scrap. And Security Guard is more of a tech-focused class that can track the killer and objectives using a CCTV tablet, and can also stun with a taser. When you play as a survivor, everything comes down to two things: completing objectives and staying alive until the round ends, so you will be running, hiding, and using your abilities while working with your team. Because you cannot defeat the killer directly and your advantage comes from numbers, meaning some players can distract the killer while others focus on objectives. Right now there are two main objectives available: batteries and generators. And with batteries you need to pick one up and carry it across the map to a highlighted power box and install it without getting caught. But you cannot run while holding it, so taking one when the killer is nearby is risky. Subscribe to this channel if you want to join the giveaway. Check the links in the video description and write what you would like to get from this game. Generators work differently. You need to find one and interact with it. Then complete short minigames like matching wire colors, turning switches on, and pulling a handle until the bar fills up, and you may need to repeat this several times while hoping the killer does not show up. If you get into a bad situation, you can use barricading by interacting with the door and holding it shut, which starts a minigame where you try to keep your cursor inside a circle while the killer tries to break in, and it gets harder over time until you eventually lose. But if you hold long enough, the knockback gives you a short chance to escape. When 6 AM hits, the exit opens and is highlighted on your HUD, and you need to reach it before the killer catches you. If you make it, you survive the round, and if not, then at least you may have helped your teammates escape. From time to time you will be selected to play as the killer unless you disable that option in the settings, which is useful if you just want to focus on survivor gameplay. There are currently 3 killers available. The Rotten, which is the default and works as a solid all-rounder with a screen that debuffs survivors. The Project, which is bought with scrap and can switch modes to boost its stats and even tunnel underground to surprise players and costs 4,500 scrap. And the Doppelganger, which is also bought with scrap and can disguise itself as eliminated survivors and costs 6,000 scrap. When you play as the killer, your goal is simple: eliminate every survivor before the sun rises. And even though they outnumber you, you are stronger and cannot be killed, so it all comes down to tracking them down and taking them out before they escape. After each round you earn scrap, which is the main currency in the game, and you get it whether you win or lose, but the more you do in a round the more you earn. And you can spend it in the lobby on new survivor classes, new killers, emotes, and skins. If you want to check the shop without getting pulled into another match, you can turn on AFK mode in the settings so you can take your time. Skins are only cosmetic for killers and do not give any gameplay advantage, so it is better to unlock classes and killers first. And emotes are also just for fun and can be used in the lobby, or even during matches, mostly to mess around or annoy the killer a bit. That is everything you need to know for now, and now you should have a solid idea of how to play Byte by Night properly.